to my channel. It's the real Edo girl. So I think most of us saw the backlash on social media of the actor Yul Edochie and so many social issues that we have on social media. But I just want to talk about this one that recently happened um, in Zambia of a lady called Annie Monta. She just pulled the trigger on her husband, okay, and she deletes the man. And we have seen so many cases like this, the Osenachi case and everything. It was all over social media. I think everything is beginning to die down now. And most of the time, we don't think what really transpired to some of the situation that we normally see, okay? And most of the time, I noticed this behavior from most of our men, how most of the advanced men that have children, men that are supposed to create legacy, begin to misbehave, begin to do anything they like, and nobody's calling them to order because most of the men they are already on code together. They always support each other, and you see majority of our women when situations like this happen, you see how they begin to support the men, how they begin to um support is something that can affect them tomorrow. You see them support toxic behavior when they see men leaving their wives and their children. You see the massive support that most African women give to these men. Like it's like many of them are happy that, oh, I'm going to be the next that this man is going to pick. So I have to support this behavior because it might pick me. So we see so much support from many women in our community, many black women supporting Yul Edochie and everything. You see many women advocating for polygamy, for men to pack them like sardine and all those stuff. We see everything on social media. And you see most of these men, they are not kids anymore. We have supported so many toxic situation and behavior in our society today that our society is like upside down. And most of the time, we see situation whereby all these old men, most black old men, they never ever date women of their age. And most of the time, we question ourselves, why is there so many single mother in our community? Why are there so many women that are unmarried? We don't question what is making these women become single mother at a certain age where they are supposed to be in their husband's house. We don't see that behavior. We don't see those things. All we see is that many women want to venture into marriage and come out as a single man. It doesn't matter. So that they can easily say, oh, somebody married me, even if it was for 24 hours. They had got married before. So they don't really care. That is why I brand most of these guys as Rolling Stone because it's rolling around from one woman to another. So many women are very happy that this man can roll down to them and it become theirs maybe for one day, for 1 year, for 2 years, for 5 years, and the same situation that make these men to leave their first wife, their second or their fourth or their fifth wife, we equally make that man to leave them. So they don't actually care. They just want to test marriage. And we see many advanced men abandoning their family, abandoning their children to stay with some a young girl and everything. This was the case of this woman, Annie Monta. She just put the trigger on her husband, and the man have a history of violence and all. And before this thing happened, this man have a wife before, but he decided to leave his wife and children and stick to this small girl because I saw a lot of posts. This video is going to be short. I saw a lot of posts like He had a family before. He started dating this girl when she was a very small girl and everything. He left the entire family and start moving with this young teenage girl. The wife will normally come to the girl's house to come and beg the girl to leave her husband alone. And you see the lady will not even listen to her. She'll continue doing whatever she's doing. And at the end of the day, the man have to abandon the marriage and stick to this young girl and start going out with her. And at the end of the day, look at the tragic thing that happened, because what is really happening in our society today is that many behaviors are destroying the men. Many behavior are making most of these men to go to their early grave, to their early 6 feet. And many of us as women, we don't see how we collaborate in this behavior, how we accept behavior that are supposed to be unacceptable in a society where women think better about themselves, where women want better for themselves. We begin to accept nothing in the name of let me venture into marriage, let me test marriage. I know if it is one day I have to wear the wedding gown, that obsession is there. I have to be socially be called a married woman. And you see this thing begin to happen. It's like you see this woman getting married this year, and the next year the man break up with her after she had children, and is with another woman. And you see that woman will just feel unbothered, she feel unconcerned, she doesn't mind. And now the man is with me, the next thing he break up with her and is with another woman. And the woman, most of these women don't question anything, they don't look at the spiritual consequences of the behavior of this man. So that is why you see all this betrayal and all in marriage today, because most of the women collaborated with this. Because if this man is breaking up with a woman with 4 5 children for this man, and he is not going to even take responsibility of those children, and you see another woman the next minute taking this man into the house to live with him, or this man bringing the woman in to live with him, probably most of the time they have already started dating before even the woman in the house decide to leave. So this lady that I'm going to play a little bit of this clip of this video on, she was dating this man and at a very young age, and the man got married to her, and at the end of the day it end up in tragedy like this, that the woman have to pull the trigger on him and take his life. And you see, this is what many of us should know. A man, as a man that have dated so many women, he never treated the mother of his children well. He never care about their feelings. He never do care about anything. He just left, and you are with the man without no consideration and nothing. You are going to encounter things like this, because this person is not going to change his abusive behavior. He's going to continue doing whatever he's doing, and he doesn't care, because most of the women accept him. Even if you don't, as if this lady Annie Monta does not pick this man, there are many of women that will pick this man. And at the end of the day, it's going to end up the way it end up, because he already have a history of not treating women better. He already have a history of making life difficult for women. He already have a history of not appreciating women. So I don't think that you going into this man's life is going to change anything. It's going, at times it's going to make him think, oh, these women are so cheap, these women are so easily to get, so he will always try to misbehave. So let us play a little bit of this clip, and tomorrow we'll continue.
We always have to think about the children that he left and the people that were looking up to him. That So I just wanted to make this video. I'm gonna be quick. So yeah, as you all see, the caption is about the lady. I woke up to that news. I know in Zambia it's almost 22 hours, it's 10 p.m. in some parts of Africa, but where I am right now it's like 3 p.m., 15 hours. So I was just laying in bed and trying to watch a movie. So let me take off my glasses. I hope I can see very well. So we're talking about the lady, the Zambian lady. Those who didn't know, what's her name? Annie Monta, the one that they said she killed the husband. That's very, very tragic. I felt bad when I saw that. Because I know some close friends that are related to her, you know, some close friends that are related to that lady. That's very, very bad. And to the man that died, may his soul rest in peace. You know, there's nothing else we can say. It doesn't matter, even if the person was wicked or the person was whatever that person was doing, but if your life is lost, we always have to think about the children that he left and the people that were looking up to him. That's very, very sad. So I really, really feel bad. But again, coming to everything, like someone waking up shooting someone else, like, you know, especially somebody that you are sharing the same bed with, and then imagine someone you're sharing the same bed with kills you or ends up doing something bad. Not long ago we were talking about the relationship of our late sister or Sinachi that died. We made a video last time, we talked about it. But what's happening in this world, eh? Why are people killing each other? What is going on in these marriages, these relationships? Why can't most people move on? Like, if things are not working out, if I wasn't happy where I am, I would move on. You're not a tree, you're not water. You're not water, you have to move on. If things are not working out, you have to move on. Don't think, oh, what are people going to think about me? That time already left, like they already passed. There's nothing like, oh, what are my family members going to think about me when I leave this relationship, when I leave this marriage? What are my friends? Oh, I already introduced him to my family, my friends. Your peace is more important. So peace and freedom is more important. I'm gonna say this over and over again. Some marriages are not from God. Yes, we understand marriage is not an achievement, it's a blessing. It's a blessing from God. It only becomes a blessing when it's from God, God. In America, we say God, you know. When you go to the Roms, do what the Roms do. So here they pronounce God as God. So if marriage is a blessing from God, there is no way that marriage can break. But most of the times, some people are not compatible, are not supposed to marry. You know, in medical field, there's what we call being compatible and then not being, being not incompatible. Like some people are not supposed to get married together, even like medically. Some people are not supposed to be together to have children together, but they end up having children together. And that's why you find in most cases, some of these people, they have children who have, they have children who have some conditions, certain conditions. But anyway, that's a story for another time. But right now, what I came to talk about is not every marriage is a blessing from God. Some marriages are from the pit of hell. Some partners, sometimes you might find that you are just single, you're fine on your own. You know, the devil sees that you're doing very fine, you know. God is preparing another person for you, and the devil will just send somebody else to come and frustrate you. Because killing someone now, you're gonna end up in jail or whatever happens. Yeah, you might not end up in jail, but you have blood in your hands. And you know what that does? It destroys someone. So if people are not happy in those relationships, those marriages, leave. At the point where life has reached right now, it's no longer about, oh, what are people going to talk about? My friends will laugh at me, my family members will talk this and that, my co-workers, oh, my people will say, because I'm single. My dear, leave that marriage, that abusive relationship, that marriage. Even if you're a man, you're watching this out there, that woman is just troubling. If you're going to sit down and talk to the woman and say, you know, listen, Jen or Faith, you know, why do we always fight? Or why can't we do? If you're gonna find a solution, leave, my dear, before you come out in the coffin. Some people come out in the coffin, some people come out in the hospital. Grace Bay, I see you. So if that relationship is not working out, don't let anyone lie to you. These things have been preached over and over. It's like we have to be reminded every day. Leave. If things cannot work out, leave. Don't go and stay where you're not wanted, where you're not accommodated, where you're not valued. There's always going to be somebody who's going to value you. There's always going to be somebody who's going to be scared of losing you. Some people right now are staying in the relationship, in a marriage, where they know to say every time their partner tells you, oh, I can get another person if I want. I married you out of pity. I married you out of what? So what is the cause of all this? Because when you stay, you feel yourself, you have low self-esteem. You feel like, oh my God, if I leave this person, nobody's ever gonna want me. Nobody's ever gonna propose to me. No man or woman is ever gonna settle for my idea. That's where the problem starts.
Yeah.
Having low self-esteem. You have to be confident enough to know to say, no matter what, no matter who I am, no matter how I am, no matter how I am, I'm still gonna find somebody. There's still somebody out there for you. But most people are just staying where they're not valued. Sometimes, like they say, no couple is perfect, no marriage is perfect, but it's always important, when you sit down with your partner, you reason and you talk. The partner says, you know what, I'm sorry. Okay, on there I was wrong. I apologize. Let's try and see and work things out. As long as there's no abuse there, you can stay. But where abuse is, today somebody comes to does something, you beat you up, your partner, or insult you, apologizes. Again, tomorrow beat you, apologizes. Tomorrow beat you up. Like also what we said, because that our sister, the one we're going to say, the one who just killed. What I can say, even me to the cousins, I told the cousins the truth. I said that very well your sister married that man because of money. It's money. Let's say the truth. Our generation, like I said, if somebody's gonna come on social media and decide to do whatever they wanna do, that's their own fault. But for me, I'm all about the hustle and also talking about truth, that we have to encourage each other, because we have other people that haven't yet settled down. The younger ones, they're still watching. Somebody who's younger than me, they're still watching whatever is going on, and they're scared. Oh my God, Vama love, you can die. No, Vama love, you can die only if you end up with a mazafaka. If you end up with a, you know what I mean, mazasaka. Ngadi wakwatila mazasaka, you die. Marry the right person. Somebody who abuses you physically, emotionally, today they do this, tomorrow they come back. Today they do this, tomorrow, oh, you're staying in the house, a man goes out to drink, or a woman goes out to drink, and then, wasani pesa, even waiting on me, I don't have the time to start waiting for someone. 01, someone is not coming at home. My dear, I'm leaving.
Oh my gosh.
So most of the times we feel like, like some people who feel like that, they feel like they're not beautiful anymore just because you had one child, you had 2 children, you've given birth to children. Now you feel like no other man can want you. My dear, people get married even they have 5 children.
Yeah.
I am here in America. I've seen it happening. One woman has got 5 baby daddies and goes to meet another man, and man marries that person. You know what? People here, they have so confident. I don't know, but in our African culture, like Kai, why touch? I don't want to use English, but again, I have people that are watching from Botswana, from different parts of the world. Like Africans, we are losing our confidence. I don't know where our confidence has gone. Like women, once they give birth, they feel like, oh, they're not beautiful anymore. I don't know who lied to people saying that if you have a big stomach. Yeah, of course, you carried a child. If you know what happens, what did you expect? If you have a child, of course, you need to have a big stomach, because you're not going to have a flat tummy before. Even me, I know. It might not be this. I might not be the same person. The moment you have a child, there's always that transformation. You have to get ready before that. So now people start feeling, oh, I'm not beautiful anymore, and I'm not doing what? Or maybe your partner comes, your partner doesn't tell you, oh, you look beautiful today. You feel like you're not beautiful. My dear, just be yourself. You need to have confidence, because of the case that has happened now, that lady has killed the husband. According to from the information I've gathered and those who are close, the family members from the girl, I called one of the cousin that I'm very close to. I asked, what is going on? That your cousin has killed someone. What is going on? It's, oh, these people that have been having marital issue for a very, very long time. But again, my cousin, like I said, that woman, that's not her first, like that's not the husband, that's not the first woman. There's another woman that the late Mr. Chile married, that, before the first wife. So this one, anapoka chikwati. So I told the cousin, I said, remember this person, anapoka chikwati? He said, yeah, we already knew, but when somebody has a deaf ear, they'll end up in prison. So the family kept on warning her, leave this marriage, leave this marriage. She didn't want to leave. You know why? Because looking at the wealth, like I've been mentioning, like, there's no problem if you want to marry for money. There's no problem if you want to find a wealthy man, already established man. But pray. Don't only pray to find a man who has money. Pray also to find a man who has a heart, the man who's going to treat you right. Because you might find a man has got his own money, especially men. If you find a man has got his money, his wealth is well established, but you're not going to be in peace. You're not going to be the only woman, and that's the case. That lady was not the only woman, apparently. she was finding a lot of other women, a lot of ngati unapoka chikwati nayo wasakupoka. Ndio really life. Me, that's why I don't like side chicks. I don't like side chicks because I've seen my mother crying because of somebody else, and I don't like that. To be honest, me, I don't like side chicks. Even my friends that I have, I don't encourage any of my friends to go out with a married man because I know, like, I've never been, you know, in a side chick situation, but I know because I've seen how most of our mothers have cried. Most of how these people have broken. Side chick used to be there even way back. My stepmother, you understand? But us being in our generation, most people want to settle with a well-to-do man. You can settle with somebody, a man who's wealthy, has everything. But one, you might not be the only one. Sometimes that man can be faithful, but you will not have peace. Your family, yourself, you not even enjoy the money. Anything you want to do, all this, you want to do all that. Like you feel like they're providing for you, so you become useless. The best thing you want to do is pray and find a partner who, even if that partner has got money, find that that partner has got a heart. A heart for people. That partner must love you. But most people today now, people just want to stay, because of that title, married, in a relationship. People are scared to be single now. People are scared to be single. Don't be scared to be single. There's nothing wrong in being single. You can be single and be at peace. Or you can be in a relationship and be at peace. You can be single. If you have no peace, you have no peace. If you have no peace in a when you're single, you never have peace in marriage. And sometimes when you know, our generation, we rush so much. You know, I don't know about others, but me, that's one thing I've always considered when choosing a partner. You have to access their mental, what you call it? Kizungu. You have to assess their mental health. Like, you know, you need to know, evaluate them, not to say, is this person okay? Mind. Some of you are with muna masaiko, somebody can just threaten you and beat you up like that. Akulasa na knife. Because today it has come to Gulasan foot. This woman has shot the man. How do we know? Maybe they've been violent in their relationship already. How does someone just wake up and shoot somebody? There's something going on that's been going on. But you know, most women, they tend to ignore just because I found a man, you know, our generation. Almost every woman wants to settle down with a man who's rich, a man who, you know, who's well to do. I want to find a man who has everything. Pray. Don't pray to find a man who has everything only. Pray to find a man who has everything, whatever you can call it. And a man who has a heart for people, and a man who's going to respect you, and pray that you'll be the only one there. You might find a man who has money, but you won't be the only one. Today you will hear phone call, Mary is calling. Tomorrow Jude is calling. The other day it will be Mercy calling. The other day it will be Bridget calling. The other day you are even tired. You entered that relationship when you're not sick. By the time you come out of the relationship, you're going to be sick. Because you know why? Most people want to settle with, you know, our generation. We are so obsessed with settling with somebody. Oh my God, I want a rich man. Better you cry in Dubai than you cry in. You are going to die in a Dubai. You up. You're going to die and Dubai will remain. So the best thing you can do is to settle. Pray to God you find somebody who's gonna love you, somebody who's gonna respect you, and find a partner who is not abusive. I'm telling you, some of these things, they're seeing who to go. Because me, God, if God was to send me a partner who's like that, I want. But these things, they see who to follow. One thing I can never tolerate is abuse. I can't let anyone abuse me. I have got a very, 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 very loud mouth. I don't keep things in my heart. If I see something is wrong, I say it. But some of you are very quiet people. You don't talk, but you are dangerous. Some women, they don't talk. They just keep quiet. They just keeps on. Things keeps on piling. Today, a man will beat you. You keep on staying there. You keep on, because you're even scared to tell your family members, because they will tell you leave the marriage. And then when you leave the marriage, because you're divorced, you think now you're useless. No, there's nothing wrong in divorce. If you come to America, actually the rate of divorce in America is a lot. People divorce and marry. People divorce and marry. People divorce until they find the right person. Here in America, some people have been divorced like 5 times. You know why? Because people here, they have self-love. I'm going to be honest with you. In America, I came to realize that I thought in Africa we had self-love, but no, America, people don't have low self-esteem like we have in Africa. In Africa, we have so much, you know, low self-esteem, and we have dependent syndrome, especially our women, our generation. The reason why most of this, we end up with this relationship, because if you look at first, for instance, you look at that man who died, you look at even his appearance and look at the woman, oh, Kalajojo, a beautiful woman like that, you end up with a man who's abusive, with a man who was the life history, being violent, a man who never respected you. According to the family members, the cousin said, this man never respected
Abandon the
our
duty,
cousin. But if
everything.
we used to tell her, leave that relationship, this man will end up hating you. Leave that relationship. She never listened. But now this woman will end up going to jail. What happens to the children? Children are going to suffer. It's better you go back to your parents' home divorced, or you start life again, than end up in a coffin or end up in jail. It's either there are two things involved. It's either you're going to end up dead or you end up in prison. And this is the case. Sister Osinachi ended up in a coffin. This one will end up in prison. This is not nice. But mostly, you know why? Because women, we have a stubborn generation. Our generation, we are stubborn in different ways. Some of you are stubborn in those relationships. Some of us are just stubborn, talking like this, like that. Some of you are stubborn. You're there in those relationships. They're beating you blue black every day. A partner is telling you, oh, I'm feeding you. Yeah. You're just a parasite. You're just a what? You're just sitting there. You're not a tree. You have to move. You are not a tree. You have to move. Even a tree, one day they'll come and get it and move it. Eh? You're not a tree. You're a human being. You have to move. You have feelings. Because for this woman to imagine a whole gun. My bear has a gun. Because here in America, you can have a gun. Like they allow you to have a gun. You get a license. You need to have a license. A whole gun, for someone to get a gun, and even me, I've held a gun before. You get a gun and point it at someone. I held a gun, but there were no bullets. I've never shot anyone before. Don't get me wrong. But Facebook Live, for a human being, a woman to get a whole gun and point it, do and shoot. You know what that takes? Footy, where a person shoots. It all comes to what? Had it been that woman just left, you could have just left, my sister. I even told the cousin, I said, your cousin would have just left and going to kill somebody. What happened? But because, she loved the money. She loved the money, the way the man was doing everything. She saw, the man has got money, influence, power. It's better you have no power, you have peace, than you have power, now you have no peace. Most people today, these things, even if I'm preaching right now, there's somebody who's watching this video there. They're beating you. They're beating you blue black there in that relationship. They're insulting you. A partner today will come out and you're even waiting. A partner is coming after midnight. You have to wait, open the door, you're waiting, you're not sleeping, you're waiting. You people are me. I can't. Because it's something I have control of. They say never to something you have no control of. But I'm saying this because I've control of it. If I see that a partner is keep coming in the night, my partner must update me each and every hour where he is. Ben knows very well. You must update me. It's not control. It's important to know where your partner is. But our generation has made it like, asking a man where he is control. Yeah. Asking a woman where she is control. It's not control. That's where the problem comes. You need to know where your partner is. You need to be free to go through your partner's phone. There is nothing wrong. Don't let this generation lie to you and say you're looking for trouble. Why did that person settle with you if he still wants to play with other people? Instead of you cheating, why not go just to that person? There's still men who do not cheat. Just like some women who do not cheat. They're still there. Yeah. Just find the right person. Yes. It doesn't matter even if it takes you 100 men to find the right person. My sister, keep on moving. It doesn't matter even if it finds you 1,000 women. My brother, just keep on moving. Just keep on moving. Keep on moving. Even if it...
So I told you before that this video will not be too long, and I'm going to stop this video, and we will talk about this tomorrow. This lady that is speaking, she has a Facebook page. It's called Strong and Blessed Lady USA. Okay, that is her page. You can go and watch the video how she spoke on it. I think she's from Zambia, because this thing happened in Zambia of this lady called Monta and Chile one. Okay, that just joined his ancestors not quite long, because of the woman decide to delete him because of so many situations and problematic marriage that she decided to fix herself into. And this man invited her into his marriage and left the first or the second or the third wife and insert himself with this woman. At the end of the day, it all ended in disaster. So I'm going to stop this video and we are going to talk tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone. I love you all. Is the Re Edu Girl. Bye.